An ugly girl wanted to regain her confidence. She edited her photos to look cute and posted them online. But when she returned to reality, she was back to her true self, because she was born with an ugly, flat face. At school, not only was she mocked and ridiculed, but she was also ostracized by her classmates. Even just looking at her crush, the school heartthrob, from afar, she would be shoved aside by his other admirers. It was as if liking the same person as her was a disgrace, and the boy never did anything to stop it. The only comfort she could find was the praise she got online from her photos. One day, because her mother was busy, she asked her daughter to pick up a package. When the delivery man saw her, he was so startled that he cried out. His eyes were full of undisguised disgust. Even a passing child called her an ugly monster. She blamed everything on her mother for giving birth to such an ugly face. Heartbroken, the girl ran out of the house. Just then, a strange old woman called out to her, claiming she could help her escape her situation. If she accepted the old woman's spirit-shaping surgery, she could turn her ugly face into a beautiful one. But the girl, though ugly, wasn't stupid. To ease her concerns, the old woman showed her true appearance.
手術を受ければこの通り、美しい顔に生まれ変わることができる。
The old woman was actually a monster. What she held in her hand was a human soul. By eating it, she could make the girl beautiful. The creepy scene terrified the girl, but remembering all the bullying and humiliation over the years, she finally gritted her teeth and forced the soul into her mouth. The rat man happened to be passing by and witnessed the monster changing the girl's face. Seeing this, the greedy rat man thought of another way to make money. The next day, the girl appeared at school in her perfect form. The boys who used to mock her from behind were now fighting to confess their feelings to her. Even the girls lined up to be her friend. Everyone thought she was a new transfer student. When they found out she was that ugly girl, they were all too shocked to speak. This greatly satisfied the girl's vanity. She kept looking for mirrors on the street, unable to stop indulging in her own beauty. She was even scouted by a famous talent agent who wanted to help her enter show business. Finally, the girl had the courage to approach the school heartthrob, and for the first time after her transformation, he walked toward her.
Kitarō-san?
どうしてわかったの？
わかるよ。いつも君を見ていたから。やっぱり整形とか、顔なんてどうでもいいのに。
His words pierced Kirara's heart. Having suffered from her ugliness since childhood, she knew all too well how important looks were. But the good days after becoming beautiful didn't last long. A few days later, Kirara's face began to show abnormalities. After hearing about this, Kitaro came to the door with two other victims. The monster finally revealed the truth about the surgery. The so-called surgery was actually peeling off their original face and transplanting a dead person's face onto them to achieve the change. Then she took out a box. Inside were all the faces she had collected.
ここにある自分の顔をつければ、すべて元通りだ。私の顔を！お前たちが望むなら、顔を変えそう。
It turned out she had voluntarily swallowed mercury to become a monster in pursuit of beauty. That was why she helped the girls for free. Whether to change back or not was entirely their own choice. Another victim had originally had a pretty face. For her, becoming more beautiful was just the icing on the cake. So she changed her face back without hesitation. But Kirara, who had experienced being the center of attention, refused to go back to her ugly self no matter what, and returned to the life where everyone looked down on her. So she threw off her mask and ran away, until the school heartthrob suddenly appeared and stopped her. He apologized for inadvertently saying hurtful words earlier, then confessed his true feelings to Kirara. He had liked her even before she changed her face, because everyone else only cared about his looks, but Kirara genuinely cared about him.
じゃあ、これでも？
Just then, Kitaro and the others caught up. The school heartthrob learned about the spirit-shaping surgery from them. Everyone tried to persuade Kirara to change back to her own face. Even the school heartthrob said he didn't care about her appearance. But Kirara suddenly broke down and laughed hysterically. Then she said she hadn't changed her face for love. She didn't even like the school heartthrob. She just envied how much attention he got. Only after changing her face did she finally feel alive. Before that, she had been living like a walking corpse, so she would rather die than go back to the past. Fortunately, the school heartthrob understood that she was just giving up on herself, and he comforted her gently.
できることなら、あなたの心を癒してあげたい。キララさんのすべてを受け止めたい。
どうして、そこまで。
これまであなたが僕を支えてくれた。これからは、 僕があなたを支えたい。
Kirara gradually regained her composure. In the end, with everyone's support, she changed back to her original face. Everyone thought the story had a happy ending, but the school heartthrob didn't end up with Kirara. He was still surrounded by beautiful girls. Then one day, he saw a familiar figure on a big screen. It turned out Kirara had undergone the spirit-shaping surgery again, and had become a superstar with her stunning beauty. Only then did the school heartthrob realize what he had lost and regret it.
キララさん。キララさん